abrasive meaning of a person or their manner, rude and unkind, acting in a way that may hurt other people's feelings. He has a rather abrasive manner. Abrupt meaning, speaking or acting in a way that seems rude and unfriendly, not taking time to say more than is necessary. He was very abrupt with me in our meeting. Accommodating meaning, willing to help and do things for other people. They are very accommodating to foreign visitors. Adept meaning, good at doing something that is quite difficult. She is very adept at communicating. Adroit meaning, clever and showing skill. He became adroit at dealing with difficult people. Affable meaning, pleasant, friendly and easy to talk. He was quite affable at the meeting. Agile meaning, able to move quickly and easily. John is remarkably agile and light on his feet. Aloof meaning, not friendly or interested in other people. Someone who is aloof is not warm and friendly. Amiable meaning, pleasant, friendly and easy to like. John seemed very amiable. Amicable meaning, done or achieved in a polite or friendly way and without arguing. Eventually they reached an amicable settlement. Immoral meaning, not following any moral rules and not caring about right and wrong. She is dishonest and immoral. Angelic meaning, good, kind or beautiful, like an angel. Lucy looks remarkably young and angelic. Animated meaning, full of interest and energy. He was beginning to sound animated. Approachable meaning, friendly and easy to talk to, easy to understand. Despite being a big star, he is very approachable. Assiduous meaning, working very hard and taking great care that everything is done as well as it can be. He was assiduous in his duties. Assured meaning, confident in yourself and your abilities. She spoke in a calm and assured voice. Astute meaning, very clever and quick at seeing what to do in a particular situation, especially how to get an advantage. He is an astute businessman. Artful meaning, clever at getting what you want, sometimes by not telling the truth. She was artful and cunning. Artless meaning, simple, natural and honest. She is artless and naive girl. Audacious meaning, willing to take risks or to do something that shocks people. She described the plan as ambitious and audacious. Autocratic meaning, having complete power, involving rule by somebody who has completed power. The Prime Minister resigned after 10 years of autocratic rule. Autonomous meaning, of people, able to do things and make decisions without help from anyone else. Teachers aim to help students become autonomous learners. Ballsy meaning, very determined and showing a lot of courage. She was a cool, ballsy woman. Belligerent meaning, aggressive and unfriendly. She is always very belligerent towards me. Benevolent meaning, especially of people in authority, kind, helpful and generous. He is generally viewed as a benevolent figure in history. Benign meaning, of people, kind and gentle, not hurting anybody. Her face was gentle and benign. Big-headed meaning, having a very high opinion of how important and clever you are. Too proud. I am trying not to get too big-headed. Bigoted meaning, showing strong, unreasonable beliefs or opinions and refusing to change them. He is so bigoted that he refuses to accept anyone who does not think like him. Bogus meaning, pretending to be real or true. He produced some bogus documents to support his job. Boisterous meaning, of people, animals, or behavior, noisy and full of life and energy. The children raced out of the house to give me a boisterous welcome. Bouncing meaning, healthy and full of energy. We met a bouncing baby girl in the park. Bouncy meaning, lively and full of energy. He was still the boy she remembered, bouncy and full of life. Brash meaning, confident in an aggressive way. Beneath her brash exterior, she is still a little girl inside. Brisk meaning, practical and confident, showing a desire to get things done quickly. His tone became brisk and businesslike. Brutish meaning, unkind and violent and not showing thought or intelligence. Someone who is brutish is uncivilized in some way. Bubbly meaning, of a person, always cheerful, friendly and enthusiastic. He is really bubbly and outgoing boy. Canny meaning, intelligent, careful and showing good judgment, especially in business and politics. She was canny enough to see that they were trying to trap her. Catty meaning, saying unkind things about other people. He posted a catty comment on social media. Chirpy meaning, lively and cheerful, in a good mood. He looked positively chirpy. Chivalrous meaning, of men, polite, kind and behaving with honor, especially towards women. Shall I be chivalrous and offer my help? Churlish meaning, rude or very unpleasant. It would be churlish to refuse such a generous offer. Clean cut. Meaning, especially of a young man, looking neat and clean and therefore socially acceptable. Peter is clean-cut good looks. Clean living meaning, of a person, living a healthy life, by not drinking alcohol, not having sex with a lot of different people, etc. Harry is surprisingly clean living, a non-smoking fitness fanatic. Coarse meaning, of people or their speech, rude or vulgar. She has a very coarse sense of humor. Cocky meaning, too confident about yourself in a way that annoys other people. He is remarkably cocky on his first day at work. Coltish meaning, of a person, moving with a lot of energy but not in a smooth or easy way. He was charming and coltish, a bit like a schoolboy at his grown-up party. Companionable meaning, friendly and sociable. They walked to the park together in a companionable silence. Conniving meaning, behaving in a way that secretly hurts others or deliberately fails to prevent others from being hurt. Peter plays a power-hungry, conniving politician in the new drama. Contrary meaning, usually of children, behaving badly, choosing to do or say the opposite of what is expected. He was such a contrary child, it was impossible to please him. Courteous meaning, polite, especially in a way that show respect. The hotel staff are friendly and courteous. Coy meaning, shy or pretending to be shy and innocent, especially about love or sex, sometimes in order to make people more interested in you. She gave him a coy look and smile of invitation. Crafty meaning, clever at getting what you want, especially by indirect or dishonest methods. They have been quite crafty in doing that. Craven meaning, not having or showing courage. I feel a craven desire to escape the difficult situations. Cunning meaning, able to get what you want in a clever way, especially by tricking or cheating somebody. Henry was as cunning as a fox. Cutting meaning, unkind and likely to hurt someone's feelings. She can be very cutting when she chooses to be. Dashing meaning, usually of a man, attractive and full of confidence. He is a dashing young pilot. Deceitful meaning, behaving in a dishonest way by telling lies and making people believe things that are not true. The government were accused of being deceitful. Diabolical meaning, extremely bad or annoying. The traffic was diabolical yesterday. Dutiful meaning, doing everything that you are expected to do, willing to obey and show respect. She is a dutiful daughter for her parent. Ebullient meaning, full of confidence, energy and good humor. He sounded as ebullient and happy as ever. Effervescent meaning, of people and their behavior, excited, enthusiastic and full of energy. She has a warm effervescent personality. Egocentric meaning, thinking only about yourself and not about what other people need or want. Young children are usually egocentric because they haven't learnt other forms of behavior. Enterprising meaning, having or showing the ability to think of new projects or new ways of doing things and make them successful. Maria is an enterprising young woman. Exasperating meaning, extremely annoying. She is the most difficult and exasperating woman I know. Exuberant meaning, full of energy, excitement and happiness. A noisy bunch of exuberant youngsters were gathered outside. Faint-hearted meaning, not being confident or brave enough, afraid of failing. She tried not to appear faint-hearted. Fickle meaning, changing often and suddenly. The weather here is notoriously fickle. Flamboyant meaning, of people or their behavior, different, confident and exciting in a way that attracts attention. He was flamboyant and temperamental on and off the stage. Foul-mouthed meaning, using rude, offensive language. If he is foul-mouthed, he uses offensive language. Frisky meaning, of people or animals, full of energy, wanting to play. His horse seemed rather frisky. Gallant meaning, brave, especially in a difficult situation. She made a gallant attempt to hide her tears. Genial meaning, friendly and cheerful. He was a kindly gentleman with white hair and a genial smile. Graceful meaning, moving in an attractive way that shows control, having a smooth, attractive form. Those dolphins are incredibly graceful and efficient swimmers. Gracious meaning, of people or behavior, kind, polite and generous, especially to somebody of a lower social position. He welcomed us with a gracious smile. Grasping meaning, always trying to get money, possessions, power, etc. for yourself. They were regarded as grasping landlords. Gregarious meaning, liking to be with other people. She is very outgoing and gregarious. Gritty meaning, showing the courage and strength of mind to continue doing something difficult or unpleasant. He proved to be a gutsy and gritty opponent. Grubby meaning, unpleasant because it involves activities that are not honest or moral. He sees the business of making money as just grubby opportunism. Guileless meaning, behaving in a very honest way, not knowing how to trick people. She had the guileless innocence of a child. Gutless meaning, not brave or determined enough to do something. It is such a gutless performance. Gutsy, meaning, showing courage and the desire to succeed. His gutsy performance in the game impressed everyone, even his teammates. Hearty meaning, loud, cheerful and full of energy. Her laugh was far too hearty to be genuine. Heinous meaning, morally very bad, a heinous crime is very evil or wicked. Henpecked meaning, often criticized and told what to do by somebody else, usually a wife or female partner, and too weak to disagree. His father, a henpecked husband, is petrified to raise a voice. High-handed, meaning, of people or their behavior, using authority in an unreasonable way, without considering the opinions of other people. She is always so arrogant and high-handed in her dealings with people. High-minded, meaning, of people or ideas, having strong moral principles. I don't believe any of their motives are as high-minded as they pretend. Horrid meaning, very unpleasant or unkind. Don't be so horrid to your brother. Immodest meaning, having or showing a very high opinion of yourself and your abilities. I am immodest enough to think that I played an important part in her decision. Impertinent, meaning, rude and not showing respect for somebody who is older or more important. Would it be impertinent to ask why you are leaving? Importunate meaning, asking for things many times in a way that is annoying. The staff in this hotel are solicitous rather than importunate. Incisive meaning, showing clear thought and good understanding of what is important and the ability to express this. He had a clear, incisive mind. Indecent meaning, of behavior, talk, etc., thought to be morally offensive, especially because it involves sex or wearing no clothes. It is considered indecent for couples to be seen to be intimate in public. Indomitable meaning, not willing to accept defeat even in a difficult situation, very brave and determined. People described her as having an indomitable spirit. Ingenuous meaning, honest, innocent and willing to trust people. She looks at him with wide, ingenuous eyes. Insolent meaning, extremely rude and showing a lack of respect. His tone grew insolent. Insufferable meaning, extremely annoying, unpleasant and difficult to bear. The heat would be insufferable by July. Intrepid meaning, very brave, not afraid of danger or difficulties. Traders often proved themselves to be intrepid explorers. Introverted meaning, more interested in your own thoughts and feelings than in spending time with other people. She is remembered as a quiet, introverted individual. Irrepressible, meaning, of a person, lively, happy and full of energy. Even the rain failed to dampen her irrepressible spirits. Jaunty meaning, showing that you are feeling confident and pleased with yourself. She struck a jaunty pose for the camera. Jovial meaning, very cheerful and friendly. He was in a jovial mood. Licentious meaning, behaving in a way that is not considered sexually moral. He was corrupt and licentious. Lily-livered meaning, not having any courage, not brave. He was mistakenly accused of being a lily-livered coward. Macho meaning, male in an aggressive way. He is too macho to ever admit he was wrong. Magnanimous meaning, kind, generous and forgiving, especially towards an enemy or competitor. He was magnanimous in defeat and praised his opponent's skill. Meticulous meaning, paying careful attention to every detail. She planned her trip in meticulous detail. Mischievous meaning, enjoying playing tricks and annoying people. She looked slightly mischievous. Monstrous meaning, considered to be shocking and unacceptable because it is morally wrong or unfair. He was not lovable, he was monstrous and violent. Mordant meaning, critical and unkind, but funny. His mordant wit appealed to students. Nefarious meaning, criminal, extremely bad. They can hack your account and use the information for nefarious purpose. Obstinate meaning, refusing to change your opinions, way of behaving, etc. when other people try to persuade you to, showing this. Their position remains one of obstinate denial, even in face of the new evidence. Opportunist meaning, making use of an opportunity, especially to get an advantage for yourself, not done in a planned way. John marked his debut match with an opportunist goal. Over-optimistic meaning, too confident that something will be successful. I'm not over-optimistic about my chances of getting the job. Overweening, meaning, showing that you are too confident or proud. he has an overweening ambition to be a famous singer. Perky, meaning cheerful and full of energy. She hasn't been her usual perky self lately. Personable, meaning of a person, attractive to other people because of having a pleasant appearance and character. The sales assistant was a very personable young man. Petty, meaning small and unimportant. I don't want to hear any more about your petty squabbles. Pig-headed, meaning unwilling to change your opinion about something in a way that other people think is annoying and unreasonable. Why are you being so pig-headed about this? Plucky, meaning having a lot of courage, being determined. The plucky youngsters had 4 operations during her long battle against the illness. Poised, meaning having a calm and confident manner and in control of your feelings and behavior. He is remarkably poised young man. Polished, meaning confident, impressive and showing a lot of skills. She gave a polished performance on the piano. Prejudiced, meaning having an unreasonable dislike of or preference for somebody or something, especially based on their race, religion, sex, etc. Few people will admit to being racially prejudiced. Presumptuous, meaning too confident in a way that shows a lack of respect for other people. It would be presumptuous to assume she will accept the offer. Proactive, meaning of a person or policy, controlling a situation by making things happen rather waiting for things to happen and then reacting to them. Managers must be proactive in identifying and preventing potential problems. Puritanical, meaning having very strict moral attitudes. Their parents had a puritanical streak and didn't approve of dancing. Quick-witted, meaning able to think quickly, intelligent. She is a quick-witted student. Raffish, meaning of somebody's behavior, clothes, etc., not very acceptable according to some social standards, but interesting and attractive. He had a cosmopolitan, slightly raffish air. Rambunctious, meaning full of energy in a cheerful and noisy way. She has a lively and rambunctious puppy. Reprobate, meaning not moral, he has a reprobate behavior. Sanguine, meaning cheerful and confident about the future. He tends to take a sanguine view of the problems involved. Scrupulous, meaning careful about paying attention to every detail. You must be scrupulous about hygiene when you are preparing a baby's feed. Shiftless, meaning lazy and having no ambition to succeed in life. People on benefits were seen as lazy and shiftless. Shrewd, meaning clever at understanding and making judgments about a situation. She is a shrewd judge of character. Sleazy, meaning of people, immoral or unpleasant. He is a sleazy private detective. Sluggish, meaning moving, reacting or working more slowly than normal. She felt very heavy and sluggish after the meal. Sly, meaning acting or done in a secret or dishonest way, often intending to trick people. He is a sly one, never lets on what he is thinking. Sordid, meaning not moral or honest. It was a shock to discover the truth about her sordid past. Spiteful, meaning behaving in an unkind way in order to hurt or upset somebody. He was spiteful and unkind to them. Sprightly, meaning especially of older people, full of life and energy. He is very sprightly for his age. Staunch, meaning always showing strong support in your opinions and attitude. He is a staunch supporter of the monarchy. Stout-hearted, meaning brave and determined. He was a stout-hearted, even an obstinate man. Suave, meaning especially of a man, confident, attractive and polite, sometimes in a way that does not seem sincere. He plays a suave and sophisticated detective. Sulky, meaning in a bad mood or not speaking because you are angry about something. Paula had looked sulky all afternoon. Timorous, meaning nervous and easily frightened. The noise from the movie made them timorous. Tireless, meaning putting a lot of hard work and energy into something over a long period of time. She was tireless in her efforts on our behalf. Unflinching, meaning remaining strong and determined, even in a difficult or dangerous situation. He has shown unflinching determination throughout the campaign. Upstanding, meaning behaving in a moral and honest way. Sarah is an upstanding member of the community. Vainglorious, meaning too proud of your own abilities or achievements. He is regarded as a vainglorious fool. Valiant, meaning very brave and determined. The firefighters made valiant efforts to save them, but were beaten back by flames. Vigorous, meaning very active, determined or full of energy. She was a vigorous opponent of the government. Virtuous, meaning behaving in a very good and moral way, showing high moral standards. She lived an entirely virtuous life. Vivacious, meaning especially of a woman, having a lively, attractive personality. He had 3 pretty, vivacious daughters. Vociferous, meaning expressing your opinions or feelings in a loud and confident way. Opposition from senior party members became increasingly vociferous. Vulgar meaning, not having or showing good taste, not polite, pleasant or well-behaved. He found their laughter and noisy games coarse and rather vulgar. Well-disposed meaning, having friendly feelings towards somebody or a positive attitude towards something. It is a country that is well disposed to the West. Wholesome meaning, morally good, having a good moral influence. It was clean wholesome fun. Wily meaning, clever at getting what you want, and willing to trick people. He was outwitted by his wily opponent. Yellow-bellied meaning, not brave, easily frightened, they called him a yellow-bellied wimp and a coward. Zealous meaning, showing great energy and enthusiasm for something, especially because you feel strongly about it. She was a zealous supporter of constitutional and parliamentary reform.